All right. All right. All righty, man. I think I got it. I think I got it.
All right, did you hit go live?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're live. I think we're live. And we are.
All right, good luck, bud.
Thanks. Thanks. All right, so we're having some technical difficulties, but I think we're on now. As you see them wrecking going to the front stretch. We watched the pace truck catch the pack. We got a couple of them pulling up, go down the pits, go get some gas. And don't think tires will be so much of an issue tonight. So we got the 14 of Aaron Mooney Jr. out front. He'll be leading us to the green flag whenever they all cycle back around. I'll try to get some sound on here for you guys. Lights are off on the space car, so we're going green this time, bud. first. He's going to lead us to the green. Followed by the 6, Felix Busher. The 02, David Emmy. The 06, it's skipping around on me. David 77, David Coburn. The 06, Black and White. 31, Wesley Byron. The 07, Wes Gallo. The 15, Art Milner. And the 55, Jeffrey Bill. Watch this roll off. Go down pit road. And we'll be going green. Trucks up. Got a decent distance there. Not too big of a deal. Get right. Everybody else seems to be double file. Go down the stretch. Aaron Mooney to lead that lap. Still pretty early in the race. We got the 6 going down to the inside line there. Pulls in front of the train. Aaron. City might be confused right now. The rest is a drop. Soon we'll see that later. Still wrecking. Say about the first 10 cars made it through that. Rewind here and get us see what's going on. At 9. Run out of track. Thirty-one, 12. 55. Hopefully these guys have a faster pair. Get right back out there. Have some good hard racing for the win. See, somebody getting their lap back there. Like the 39. Could be wrong. That gives us Felix Buscher out front with the 5 of Rob Carroll in second. 02 David Emmy. The 07 West Gallo. 77 Dave Coburn. The 09 of Colton Zimmer. 55 Jeffrey Belt. The 80 of Tommy Gossett. It's a name we've not really seen up there tonight. I expect to see him up there. 33 of Ronald Holmes. And 43 of Jeffrey Gordon. Rounds out the top 10. We are under caution. Off base this time now. Looks like the 15's held the pitch it's closed. You'll lose a lap. Somebody's blinked out for a second. Up there he is. He's back. It's like the 33 car. Of Ronald. Lights are off on the pace track. Everybody's double file. Let's go racing, boys. Some green flag in here. Pace track's out. Just cleared the outside line. He wanted to jump up there. More than welcome to. He's going to stay on the bottom two-car. Lead the field down the backstretch. Two tough in that 6. Trying to get that outside line. Make a run outside line. Looks like he blocked a little bit. Decided better up, pop back down. Six drives up. Shoot. Block Sideline's coming back. Six out loud. It may not look like anything exciting going on. Man, once you're in one of them cars, it is white knuckles. Trying not to get somebody too hard to push. Trying to just make it the last time. This guy's got to make it easy. Five down. See everybody comes around a little bit. Oh, the six and the two together. Oh my goodness. Look like we're going to be staying green. It's going to shake up the front for sure, man. Let's let back kind of get together and catch up. It's the worst in the world. 180 miles an hour. One came up, one going down. Met in the middle. Pushed by 09 Zimmer. These guys should be worried about it. Nothing about getting around here. Pushed to 0 on that outside line. Looks like they're going to go by the 09. They don't have any help, so. Side, through. Team led that way on the rim already. On the inside side Someone's going to try to take 3 wide. Not sure if that's going to work for him there. Depends on if 96 decides to go with him or the 09. See the caution is out. Trying to find what happened there. Why? Let's get this back here and see what happened. Trying to go through real line. Looks like 20. This is just We usually do a wreckage rewind, but the technical difficulties. But I was able to find it for you guys. Got that awesome back there. We have any takers for pit road? Looks like it's 6. He might try to come in and get some of that damage fixed. See if that works in you. That poor blue cone. Somebody took out the blue cone. We are under caution right now. Completion of lap 24 out of a 50 lap race. About halfway there, boys. If you still have your faster pair, that's a good thing. If not, stay safe. got them lined up. Double file. Lights are off on the pace track. Coming down the back stretch. Looks like 14 of Aaron Mulrooney Jr. He'll be leading them to the green. Followed by Ian Martin in that 98 car. You better watch out for him. He knows a thing or two how to get around this place. The 8 of Brandon George. I'm sorry, the 23 Kyle Harbin, and then the 8 Brandon George. My ticker's going crazy. 43 of Jeffrey Odom. My ticker's still So we're going to watch that pace track, pull down pit road, takes that aggressive left turn. 14's on the gas. But Ian, don't let him get too big of a jump. Ian looks like he's pretty content on that outside line right now. Looks like Ian Martin's going to have the advantage on the outside. The 14 and the 23 are coming back pretty strong. 14 and the 23 had a heck of a run on the inside. Oh, as you watch them crash. Oh my goodness, that's another big one. Go back and see what we can see what happened here. Oh, too far. Oh, no. See if we can see what happened here. Colton Zimmer. What happened to you, Colton? I got three wide, three on the outside, three on the inside. Oh. 7 car. Looks like something happened to 7. He coming down the back stretch here. Looked like he had a hard time getting through that corner. He's kind of washing a little bit back and forth. It's hard to do when you're three wide. You definitely run into somebody. Tough break for those guys. Hopefully they still have their fast repairs so they can get that brand new car and get back out on the track and try to get some points. The lights off on the pace truck. And we're going green. Got the 14 of Aaron Mulrooney Jr. out front. Dean Martin in the 98 pushing it. Got the 23 Kyle Harbin. 07 of West Gallo. Nice little line up on the inside here. These guys gonna ride it out for a couple laps and let the intensity group up here for a little bit. Little wiggle by the 23 on the inside. He's caught that apron a little bit. That'll do it to you every time.
Hey Eddie, sorry to barge into your broadcast. This is Dylan.
What's up?
Nothing much, just jumping in. I'm excited to watch some racing. I'm not surprised, I'll say, to see Ian here in second place.
I know, right? 98. He's a fast one. He knows how to get around these places, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm kind of a new viewer to this league. Would you mind just telling me a little bit about these drivers and what they've got going on?
It's a super speedway league. They alternate every week. Some weeks they'll be driving cars, some cup cars.
And based on this Toyota Supra body that I see, this must be the Xfinity cars.
Absolutely. On the Xfinity cars this week. There's a cup cars last week. I'm not wrong. We're in the trucks this week.
You know, I think the Xfinity cars are fun to drive in speedways. I like how they react in the draft. In some ways, they're a little easier to manage than the cup cars, which can produce some good racing. And these guys are certainly tightly packed here, so it looks like they enjoy it as well.
Yeah, they definitely enjoy it, man, especially for super speedways. I was kind of going through the Discord earlier through the week, and it's pretty good guys. It looks like joke around and all the banter and stuff. And
well, it looks like we got a West Virginia car there in fifth place. That's where I was born. My mom's a big West Virginia fan. It's a nice scheme.
Yeah, I always get a hard time about my Tennessee scheme.
Yeah, I think I joshed you around a little bit the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
although I used to run a UNC Chapel Hill street stock for a while, so
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet looking ride.
Looks like the combo car is making a run on the high side here, trying to go for the lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has enough help though. At 98 and 14, they look to be working pretty good together. And
I see some stragglers. Back behind this main group. Do you think they're just kind of biding their time, or maybe not able to catch the back?
We've already had a couple big races. I'm kind of scared they still have faster cars left, and they don't. That's probably why they're hanging out back there.
Yeah, can't blame them. You know, Eddie, I know you can speak from experience. A lot of times, as soon as you decide it's time to go to the front, that's when you get caught on a wreck. It can be frustrating at races like this.
It seems to be my luck all the time. I get comfortable and I'm like, man, it's time to make a run, and something happens. I think everybody else has the same idea, and they all go at the same time.
So Ian in the 98, he was leading laps, but now he's racing for fourth, and things can change fast in a race around Daytona like this. So we'll have to see if he can give the 14 a push and get himself back in position to get the lead back.
Yeah, he's pretty experienced in this sort of racing, so I would trust his judgment. Win not to. I think he's in a pretty good spot right there in second.
Yep, and the important thing is just not to panic, which, can cause all kinds of problems at a track like this. You got to understand that you might get shuffled around a little bit, but you just got to stay focused and take the holes when they come, and Ian is certainly an expert at that. Looks like the field is spreading out just a little bit. Not quite as bunched up as they were. Not 3 wide anywhere that I can tell at the moment. Yeah, well, there comes a time, 13 laps to go, you're going to have to stop worrying about fast repairs unless you want to finish in the back. So we'll have to see if these guys start getting more aggressive as we close in here towards the end. Yeah, you can get a good run off turn 2, or turn 4, I mean, and lead a lap on the high side if you time it right. And Ian's probably thinking that might be something he's got to do on the last lap to go for the win. So he's probably happy to see that he can get that run when he needs it. It can be dangerous because the way to get that run on the high side is to sort of hold the bottom line as close to the apron as possible. But when you do that, of course, you run very close to the cars underneath you, and things go wrong. It can end your night real quick. Looked like the 09 was thinking about making it 3 wide there on the high side, thought better of it and tucked back in. Sometimes guys peek their noses out just to see if maybe they can make something happen, but they don't want to be too over aggressive, especially trying to make it 3 wide on the high side can be dangerous. Yeah, that's a good point, Eddie. You do have to cool it down, and sometimes when you see a car just exit the draft just for a split second, that can be what they're doing, is trying to get some cool air on the motor. Yeah, if you're going to do that, you got to have somebody go with you. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of spots, which looks to be what's going to happen this time. But it can be frustrating because if you're stuck in 5th or 6th place and you feel like you need to make something happen, you either have to hope somebody goes with you or just take a risk. Yeah, I have to say, I thought he was going to be dropping to the tail end of the lead pack, but he's hung in there. Maybe he's thinking one of these guys in front of him will jump up and take advantage of his push if he can get up there. Our leader getting a great shove right now by the Tide car, able to get his entire car length ahead of Ian for at least a moment. It looks like the 98's getting a run now. These things do tend to even out over time, so. Our top 5 or 6 cars, from what I've seen, have done a great job racing with each other, but also maintaining their lines and kind of showing an understanding and a patience. You know, you don't see people in the back making runs toward the front. It's really the same 5 or 6 guys racing for the lead. That shows that they are doing a good job not only being offensive with each other, but playing defense as well, keeping the back markers back there. Yeah, that's just the Daytona caution right there. You seems like more often than not you see that kind of thing towards the end of a race. Guys are trying to jockey for position, and you just make too much contact, and somebody goes around. Looked like 20 got turned and went into the 5, and from there it was just dominoes. Here we go. The chopper view should be good. Yeah, looked like he dived down to get a run on the bottom, and I don't know if he thought better of it or maybe jerked the wheel a little too hard and got loose, but definitely came back up on the 20 there and caused the wreck, unfortunately. Yeah, and for the rest of those guys, just wrong place, wrong time. You know, there's been times where I've been able to drive through a big wreck at Daytona, and it makes me look really good, but really it's just luck. It's really no reaction time at all when you're in a draft like this. Yeah, I uh, I had the Grinch livery just for you, Eddie. I knew you'd be proud. But no, it was a good race. I brought it home ninth. I could have done a little better, but got caught up in a caution towards the end and kind of junked my car a little bit. But top 10's a top 10. Can't complain. So how many laps are we gonna have when we go green here? All right. Well, takes about a lap to get up to speed in these cars, and from there they're not gonna have a lot of time. So I predict we're gonna see some aggressive racing here. Hopefully, all these guys in the front are relatively unharmed as far as their cars are concerned, and we'll be able to get up to speed and stay in the draft. And I know last night, as you mentioned, racing street stocks in Michigan, which different kind of car but similar draft style. Um, we had a car in the front that was off the pace and really just caused a bottleneck and ended up causing a wreck. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. All these cars seem to be in decent shape from what I can tell. Tide car is going to be starting on the high side here during the restart. I haven't seen him out front. He's been sort of pushing the leader these past several laps, so kind of a new challenge for him here, but I think he's in a good place with a chance to jump out to the lead starting on the high side. Well, if I were him, I was going to say, if I were Wes, I'd be wondering, is Ian going to push me, or is he just going to go on by? We'll have to see. Well, our questions will be answered here as we come to what could be our final restart. Oh. Well, we were just excited, Eddie. You know, we were ready to see this restart and ahead of ourselves, I guess. I tell you what, I always go race after I do a broadcast for Intensity. I just it's hard to watch racing and then not just grab the wheel myself afterwards. Looks like the pace truck lights are off, so unless we get an extension by the admin for whatever reason, I think we're going racing here. The drivers certainly think so. They're bunching up close together, getting ready for this restart. Super speedway racing is a little bit unique. In most tracks, if you're the leader, you're looking to get a good jump on the restart and get out front, but at a super speedway like Daytona, you don't want to get too far ahead of the rest of the field, or they'll come and freight train you, so to speak, once they get all stuck together in the draft. So it's a little bit more of a nuanced art restarting at a big track like Daytona. Yeah, it looks like the guy behind him was able to stick with him and give him a good shove. That's what you like to see if you're the leader, for sure. Ian and Wes working together on the high side. As I say that, I see Ian look high, so we'll have to see if they can stick together and get a run on the tri-oval as they take the white flag. Yeah, great defense from the leader there. He blocked on the high side, but was able to go back down and catch the draft of the 23. So that's how you stay in the lead when you're playing defense. Big run here by the 6 on the high side. That might be all he needs to bring home this checkered, unless something happens. Trying the side draft, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time. Who's got a wreck? White flag was already in the air. No draft now. This is a whole different type of racing now as we go into the final turn. These guys are side by side. Three wide for the win here. I don't know who it was. What a finish. Unbelievable. I've seen a lot of close finishes at Daytona, but three wide like that. Goodness. Wow, the 14 of... well, amazing job from Rooney. Wasn't he in third coming out of turn 4? Yeah. And look how much... And you'll see after the 7 is turned here that the 14 falls way behind. I'm surprised he was able to catch up. Just an incredible finish for him to really steal the win at the end. Yeah. And you see at this point he's really losing the 2 leaders. I guess he just catches that draft enough to pull back up here on the straightaway. And deciding to push Ian on the high side rather than go low, great decision as he's able to take this third lane here and use all that momentum just to eke out the win at the last second. Great finish. Are we going to be able to get Mulrooney in here? I got to ask him what he was thinking coming to the checkered here.
Hey guys, we don't have any audio for Eddie, so Dylan, if you could do the driver interviews.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I don't have any control, but you just tell me when somebody's in, I'll talk to him.
See if I can pull him in here. I think I might have muted the wrong thing earlier. Trying to get rid of this echo. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pull people in. Aaron Mulrooney, this is Eddie Morris in the booth. You got a copy? thought he was with us. See if we can get Felix Boucher in that six car.
Yeah, Marini might still be doing donuts. I don't know.
He might be. I would be, man. I'm telling you, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I'd be excited too.
I'm not sure how to pull these people up here.
Hello?
Hey, Aaron Mulrooney with the win.
Yes, sir. You guys doing race interviews?
Yeah.
All right, well, uh, I'm here, so whatever you want.
What was you think?
Whatever.
What was you thinking on that last lap, man? What stuff happened?
Honestly, I was just trying to draft with the '07, I believe. That was the car in front of me. And I was going to keep going, and he kind of came down onto me, and I was able to work my way through that because there was like a giant crash after. And honestly, it was just a bunch of hope and hoping that Ian and Felix kind of got into it with one another and slowed each other down and basically try and beat them to the line, which is what happened. So I'm happy with the finish. I wasn't expecting it honestly after the crash on the lap, but I'll take it.
Absolutely, man. That was pretty exciting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looked like coming out of turn 4, you kind of had a choice. Do you want to push Ian or do you want to go to the low side and push the leader? And really a great call going to the high side. You were able to jump up to that third lane and just steal the win at the last second. I thought you were done for after that wreck, so I was amazed that you came back and won that race. It must feel good.
Yeah, it felt good to win that race after the crash in 1 and 2. I honestly agree with you guys. I didn't feel like I was going to win the race, but just comes to show that you should never give up and just, keep pushing until the checkered flag. So that I can take away from this race, and hopefully we can win more in the future.
Absolutely, man. Hope to talk to you in the future. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd just like to thank you guys for broadcasting. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys for having us.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. That was your winner, Aaron Jr.
All right, do we want to bring in Felix or Ian?
Yeah. Absolutely. I want to hear what they have to say about that finish. Because I guarantee you, those two thought it was going to be between them for the win.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We might have to pop down with these guys.
Yeah, we can do that.
In the waiting room. Ian, Felix, Dylan here. We were trying to figure out how to pull you guys up, but no luck. So
That's right. I think we can talk to both these guys at the same time.
Yeah. No, Mike, we were side by side for like the entire lap. Then the 14 just decided, I'm gonna take it from guys.
Yeah, you two got robbed, man. He was in that mess and was able to use the momentum to catch up to you guys. You guys on the high side. That was close. So Felix, taking on that last lap, brother.
Last lap. Actually, me and Gallo were probably gonna go take the win, take what we can, and then Gallo wrecked behind. And then it was just me and the 98. Thinking it was gonna be exactly like Daytona in 2007, Havoc and Martin. Ironically, yeah. And then
I remember that race.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Ian, it seemed like the last 15 laps or so, you were pretty committed to the high side. Did you feel like that was going to be to your advantage coming to the end?
Yeah, I didn't want to move off. I didn't want to go down because I knew if I go down, they're just gonna swarm right around me, and then I'd have to spin 5, 10 laps trying to get back to the front on the top. So I just stayed on the top. If the person behind me got hot, they just dropped back, and then I picked up the next guy. So just the strategy I used tonight. It worked out pretty well. I thought I had the win, and then I saw a red blur coming through my mirror, and then got stole from me.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm on record on the broadcast saying it was down to you two, that there was no draft, and sure enough, I was completely wrong. So crazy finish, but all three of you guys were able to survive that wreck and bring home podium finishes. So can't
Oh, yeah.
complain too much, I guess.
I'm not complaining. I'm sure I can do well most of the races. So
Yeah, after missing last week, I'm in a must-win to get into the playoffs. So a win would have been nice tonight, but I guess I have I think 3 more races to go try to chase one. So I'll give it all I got, try to get into the playoffs.
Still not a
All
bad,
right.
bad night tonight for you.
yeah, credit to you. You kept it clean all night. I gotta say, good job.
So Ian, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, I got iRacing Superstock League on the car, so everybody go check out iRacing Superstock League's page, and then 76 Operators. If any of you are looking to donate to a military veterans charity, go read up on 76operators.gg. It's a great charity, great cause.
Awesome. What about you, Felix? You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank. 1 second. So I'd like to thank my teammates, of course, as always. Ian for the great finish. A good win by the 14 as well. I don't know how you did it. Yeah, you guys for doing the broadcast. Also, Kevin for running the league. I'm sure he's going to have a tough night tonight. But yeah, wish him the best.
Awesome. Well, good race tonight, guys, and we'll be looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Yep. Good luck, guys. Good finish. Congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
All right. So it's been Eddie Morse and Dylan Redding for Intensity Broadcasting. Excuse the technical difficulties tonight, but we were able to pull it together and get this out there for you guys.